Good morning, Crawford Middle School. Jeremy Mcguire here, media arts teacher. Just want to review our learning targets. Remember, this is where you sit. We're going to go yellow group and red group for those students that want to work on their PSAs, get the headphones, get it going. Red group, do your thing. Yellow group, if you need to do your interviews, whatever you need to do. Just remember, I only have three passes for news team to leave the room. So use those wisely. Yellow group, please let the red group view it first since their news is due first. Also, if yellow group, if you all want to break out, start working on some PSA workflows, you can do whatever you need to do. Remember, I need everybody on point. Don't forget that we are working on our PSA using our video. And this is a quick reminder. So you're going to go into classroom. You're going to go into your class here. As far as people joining the class, this is your invite link. This all you got to do is just hit that it's RJK0EK2. That's how you join our group, and then you can go through your process of how you want to do your PSA. I'm going to let you all watch the rest of the demonstration. Not going to go over it with you because y'all got a lot to do. This is on my YouTube channel. You can go through it and watch it on your own. So, that being said, I'm going to put that right there. I'll go ahead and drop that in as a link here. Let me see if I can put it in here real quick. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put this as a link. That way, if you want to, there it is right there. Because this is basically what we're doing. Okay, so make sure you click yes or no based on what you can do. I'm not going to read through those. So please make sure that you all are on point and doing your work. And happy news making. Here's the rest of them. Last but not least, this is one that I do want to go over. When complete, I can add the video to a shared folder. Remember, the shared folder is 8th grade. All you got to do is hit 8th grade news, and it will pop up under a shared folder right there. 8th grade news team shared folder. That's where everything goes. Okay. There's your logo that you need to use for every news up to this point. Okay. So you can just use that. I'll put that in there. You make it small. It is a PNG transparent, so it works good, and it also works well for our STLP group. So here's our red raw footage. There's our yellow raw footage, and then so we're in red. You're done with the Friday episode. Click right there, and that is where your video will go. So process of doing that. Let me open up video. You can use, when you do the Friday, you can do it however you'd like, but I would recommend probably doing it like that. So let's, for example, I'm going to open up a project. Let's say I'm done with this project. This is what I was talking about before in terms of, let me move this over. In terms of how to move things around. Okay, so you have your logo, which is on the top. Okay, you got my music going, all about me. Or, for example, if you're doing your Friday, now you all can use Premiere Pro, but I'm going to tell you, if you use Premiere Pro, it's going to be dedicated to just individuals themselves, like Michael doing it on the yellow and Blake doing it on the red. It's up to you guys, and I will help you, but I'm just going to tell you it's going to be a little harder to do. Okay, so here's the transparent logo right there. There's your text. I've got my video. So let's say I'm done. I'm going to click export. And so, for example, let's say when the red group's done, this is a good example, or PSA or whatever the case may be, just list it as project, WCMS News, and the date. So we'll just put today's date, 2023, WCMS News, 112, and I'm going to save it. And then it's going into, all right, so now in this case, it's saying it's processing. It's going to finish. If you notice, it says right here, save to drive. Now, When it's done, I'm going to give it a second to let it finish. Now, for every other class, while this is processing, I'm going to move on to other classes. That way, I'm going to just do it all one-stop shop for everybody. Okay, so let's go on to the sixth grade group. You guys are not working on video so far, but we will get to it. Remember, this is where you set. Um, this is our learning target. Make sure you go in, and we're going to be examining careers. And then you're going to just highlight the Y, and then hit the highlight color, and go that route. Okay. And then as you go through, if you can't do it, you go yes. If you can do it, yes. If you cannot do it, you select no. If you don't want to select no and you just want to wait until you can do it, that's fine as well. Again, we haven't, like in this case, we haven't defined journalism jobs. We haven't defined how to do a storyboard as an artist, as a graphic designer or videographer. We haven't done that yet. So that being said, just kind of wait for that. Remember, if you've not done your "Hello, my name is" project, you need to get that done. Uh, and then this is the next set of your learning targets as you go through. Okay, make sure you can get on Canva. Make sure you can define branding. So we're going to move on to the next one. Let's check that out. So it's still processing. Here is the next learning targets. Okay, and again, they're all on assignments. Assignment number 1 is LTs and SCs for everybody. Okay, so this is where fourth period sets. Make sure you're setting where you're supposed to. This is where seventh period sets. Make sure you're setting where you're supposed to. This is your learning target. Okay. I can statements. Okay. Make sure you can log into Adobe Express, play video, take a screenshot. Okay. Remember, a screenshot is you hit the control and the button just above number 6. That's how you do a screenshot, the button above number 6. Okay. A screenshot of my daily progress and post it. That's when I ask you for it. I only do that when I ask you for it. So I'll say, hey, I want you to post this, put it in this shared folder. Pretty simple. Okay. Make my soundtrack song. Most of y'all have done that for my 60-second public service announcement. And that is misspelled. So let's, announcement. Oops. There you go. As far as the flyer, we're going to hold up on that. Don't worry about that. So learning target for this is also for the news team in concordance with what we've talked about in the past. So go through there and look at that. Remember, 2 students leaving at a time. Develop a workflow. Again, if you're in the yellow or red square on the 7th grade and you feel interested in doing something like this, then I'll put you as a part of doing that as well. Again, if you're in my class, you're on the news team, you can be a part of the news team. I've got some people on the red and the yellow square in 7th grade that are making music for the news. So I think that's going to be a good thing too. All right, so let's move on. Take an iPad, upload the video, and the last but not least, this is working with video in the classroom, so on and so forth. So last but not least, let me check the, okay, so that's done. So let me do one more thing, and this will help everybody. So that last was for both 7th grade classes. All right, so 5th period, big group, yearbook group. This is your group. These are the editors. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, and 6, and 7. Okay. I went ahead and put this down that way. If there's a sub or whatever the case may be, y'all know where it's at. Here's the process here. Again, you need to go through here. Make sure you can click on this. There it is. Click on this. There it is. And then go through the process. Okay. Just go through that process in the sense where you all understand how to do it. Export manipulated images. Log into Balfour, my username, using your username. Understand how to add pictures to Encore. Okay. Understand how to add. One other thing. Let me add this from yesterday. This is one thing that I want to add for the yearbook group. And again, everybody else in other classes for 6th and 7th grade, this is kind of how we do the yearbook. Okay, news team, you can do an interview of people doing the yearbook. And remember, say the yearbook's $25. By students, for students, about students. Crawford Middle School, we are Crawford, so on and so forth. Okay, so another ICANN that we're going to establish is I can access the shared. Actually, we're going to call this. Let me make sure everybody understands how to get there. So this is the what is it called? What do we call this? 22-23 yearbook shared with students. Okay, so access the 22-23 yearbook shared with students. Okay, understand how pictures are added Encore. We did that already. So to add this last one, we're going to go through those folders. Go through folders and pull images to Balfour. And I'm going to go back to that folder. We're going to pull images to Balfour Upload for yearbook. Remember, you're going to put the page first and then what page it goes to. So, for example, we have our spread. Okay, let's go to Studio Balfour. Okay. And again, I want everybody checking this out. If you're in another class, you can move on and go ahead and get your headphones and be moving on your PSAs. So go ahead and do your work. So, for example, this is our spread. So if it's recap, say it's a recap picture, and we were right here, we're going to go. Let's say we're going to use, like, here's Abraham. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go move to. I'm going to hit arrow space back, and then I'm going to find that Balfour picture, our Balfour folder. Here it is right here, Balfour upload for yearbook. So we'll say we're going to put that in there. All right, so there it is. I'm going to click on that folder, and we're going to call this, remember, this is page 1. You see it's page 1 right there. So we're going to call it page 1. Recap number 1, which is like, because you might have 4 or 5 images. So it's on page 1, it's on the recap page, and it's the image 1. So I hit enter, and then when I look at it right there, then it's going to be numeric. So it's going to be page 1, page 1, page 1, however many pictures are going to go on page 1. And then administrative and staff, you go back, it'll be page 2, page 2, page 2, then page 3. And then, like, for example, Miss Singleton, as a support staff member, you got guidance, and we got to probably relabel that too and make sure you all spell things right. But I'll help you with that. And everything has also got to be in the lines. Like, see these lines? Editors, you got to put them in the lines here, right there. It's got to be in the lines. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to put them, you got to be in that blue line, because this area right here, you don't want to have it outside of that. Okay, that's just a little side note. All right, so there you go. So those are what we're going to be working on today for the next few days in 5th period. Okay, so anybody else in class have good pictures? Get with my yearbook group, my yearbook class. All right, so last but not least, for everyone else, except for the yearbook group, yearbook, you know what you're doing. So we are going to go to our We video. Give me 1 second. Let me find it here. Okay. I'm not sure where I put it here. Hopefully I didn't. I think let me go ahead and save that. Don't forget to save it. Awesome. I'm going to leave the site. Okay, let me go to We video. So this is the last part of how you put so this is my project. All right. And it should be in my Google Drive. I'm not sure if I did that or not, but I put export, save. Oh yeah, so it's done. Okay, so now there's a couple things. I'm going to hit save to drive. I can click download. When you hit save to drive for the news team, you're going to go in and you're going to put that link right here. Okay. So that'll, or the whole video. And then I'm going to take that video, put it on our YouTube channel. We're good to go. All right, guys. Let's have a great day.